Hi, everybody. My name is Olga and I'm with GEM Accounting and Tax. GEM Accounting and Tax is a CPA firm that focuses uh, and serves the organizations in early childhood education. So, if you have a daycare, if you have a preschool, I would really love to work with you on your taxes. Today, my subject matter is smart tax tips to organize, maximize, and get your refund faster. So, without much ado, let's get on to it. Number one, create or access your account information at irs.gov. Did you know that you can access your online account at the IRS website? This will help you understand if you have any notices, see if you have any outstanding balances on your IRS account. If you happen to work with a CPA or an attorney, you can also get a power of attorney authorization. So that means if you need a professional to help you guide through your IRS questions or tax issues, you can actually sign your power of attorney right from the irs.gov website. So please go on and to www.irs.gov, register your account. You will have to verify your identity, and so that they can verify that you are you and be able to access your information at your online account. Number two, gather and organize your tax records. Today is the 10th of January 2024. If you happen to have employment income, it is most likely you're going to get a W-2 tax form in the mail. You can also access it from your payroll website. If you happen to work with firms that use payroll companies, the chances are you have a portal where you can access like your pay stubs, update your withholdings, and you can also get your end of year W-2 form. Double check the numbers, make sure they make sense, and whatever income is reported there is what you actually earned for the year 2023. There are also other forms that will help with filing your tax returns. These are the 1099 series of forms. So if you have dividend income, interest income, any kind of investment income, it is very likely that you'll get a 1099 form. It could be a 1099 NEC or a 1099 interest for any interest income, or 1099 DIV for the investment income. So make sure you have all this information, as it will help filing your taxes very, very easy. Um, Keep in mind also that if your address has changed, be sure to update this information with the IRS. Also, it's important that you let the Social Security admin office know, because a lot of times when IRS communicates with taxpayers, they actually use snail mail, believe it or not. So you don't really want to miss on any information or refund checks that may have been mailed to the wrong address. So it's very, very important that you update your address with the IRS. Tip number three, make sure that you've withheld enough taxes. I think sometimes it can be very disappointing at the end of the tax season. You end up owing money that you really can't come up with. So as you're planning for 2023/2024, make sure you're withholding enough on your taxes. You can work with a tax professional such as myself to make sure that your withholding is adequate. Now, if you happen to have a business, right? You have a business, hopefully you're keeping really good records. You know what your income is, you know what your expenses are, you know what your net income is. Work with a tax professional so that you can make what we call quarterly estimated taxes. These are just estimates of the taxes that you will owe based on the income and specific tax circumstances. Different people will file or owe taxes at different rates. So, for example, if you're a single person or single individual, chances are your tax landscape is very different for people who are head of households, or people who are married and they're filing joint, or they're married filing separate. So, very important that you work with a tax professional to figure out what your estimated taxes are. Try as best as you can to withhold enough taxes. Sometimes failure to withhold can trigger some penalties, again, very important that you just withhold. Again, from a cash flow standpoint, like I mentioned earlier, it can be very disappointing if you filed your taxes and your tax preparer or professional tells you, hey, you owe X thousands of dollars of taxes. How about you start making smaller payments throughout the year? That will make it a better outcome if you've been saving small amounts that you can then remit to the IRS and all your state and local government. My last point is that you should get banked to speed up tax refunds with direct deposit. What does all this jargon mean? Just simply elect to have your refund paid to you via direct deposit. So if you have a bank account, you will probably need to know the bank name, the type of bank account it is. Is it checking, savings? And then of course the bank account number and the routing number. This will make your refund, come to you faster. And not just that, instead of waiting for a check from the IRS, which could get lost in the mail, right? Just use direct deposit and you'll get that refund faster. We all work very hard, and for a lot of people, they look forward to getting their refunds during tax season. So I hope these 4 tips will help you get smarter and get ready for the tax season. Make sure, just to recap real quick, um, go onto irs.gov website, set up an online account just to get more accurate information on your taxes. Number two, gather all the documentation. Number three, make sure you're withholding enough. And number four, use direct deposit. This is Olga, the Gem Accounting and Tax. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.